What about so what else you got?
Okay, so I was getting attacked on Twitter this week because I was talking about AEW's funding and how Tony Khan didn't have a clue how to run a business. Well, I tried to back this up with some more figures, and I've got some stuff here to back that up. So this year, this company who were earmarked to lose, they were earmarked to lose $100 million over 5 years. If you remember me telling you that when we were on Vince Russo's show.
Yeah, 20 years.
They're going to lose $90 million this year, just in 2022. They're putting $30 million already into their own video game because they're trying to develop it from scratch. And they spent $40 million on ROH this week, right? Mm-hmm. This company are already losing ridiculous amounts of money as it is.
Yeah, but let me get this. I'm going to cut you off here, just real quick. I don't think that they've never ever. I've never heard them from the get-go talk about making money, profits, everything. All I've ever heard them talk about or brag on is ratings in comparison to WWE shows. The guy is worth 11. What's he worth? 11. I think Tony Khan is worth $11 billion, right? So it's kind of like we can talk $7 billion. Okay, we can talk about them losing money, but Vince McMahon was a millionaire for years and became a billionaire, right? This guy's a billionaire that what have they done to and Tony Khan, other than buying being part of running the Jacksonville Jaguars, being part of running an English Premier League soccer team, and being part of running a wrestling company. Okay, what makes this? What makes anybody think that anything this guy is doing is for business, as opposed to I've got this money, this is what I can do with it, and this is what I want to do with my money?
Well, I'm not addressing them, and I'm not disputing anything they've said. But if you listen to the marks that come at you,
I thought the marks are talking the marks
and Meltzer,
right? The dirt sheet guys, they're trying to spin, but I don't think Tony Khan cares about making $1 billion a year. This guy's willing to lose money. If you have $7 billion, okay, and for $100 million you can run a wrestling organization, which is okay. So what is that? 1.13% of your money, 1.3% of your money. And if you could just take that and pour it into a van, I'm going to call it a vanity project, but because me and Konnan, I was on Vince's show, right? And I spoke about this, that a lot of people, the AEW haters will get on Tony Khan, we'll talk about his business practices, we'll talk about, the mistakes he makes, right? But if I had that kind of money, and then Billy, if you had that kind of money too, what are 3 things that you love? I love NFL football. I love professional wrestling. I love other sports. I would easily, if I had that kind of money, I would absolutely buy a wrestling organization. I would absolutely try to purchase a football team. I would absolutely try to purchase maybe an NHL hockey team because I can afford it, and that's what I would want to do because I've always dreamt to do that. But I wouldn't really even care about making money. But I'm just these are my toys to play with because I'm so rich.
Well, not only that, Glenn. When you're worth $7 billion, if you're only losing $20 million a year, that's not too bad. Especially if you're investing in the future, because sooner or later he's going to get some of that back if he does right. Right. And you also got to think. Let me just say this. And you also got to think, Billy, that somewhere, somehow, he's going to take that extensive ROH library where all these guys that are in AEW right now, they started in Ring of Honor, almost all of them, plus all the other guys that were there, all the guys that were there, Paul London and Spanky and everybody. I was there for a while. But anyways, they'll probably sell it to somebody, whether it's Hulu or Amazon or whoever, and make a grip of money on that. You know what I'm saying?
I was going to say, if I could ask real quick to Billy, because this is the rumor. I'm sorry, just real quick. If is AEW going to make an agreement with HBO Max regarding their content in the ROH library that you know of?
No, I don't know that much about anything that they're doing in terms of generating more revenue, which is kind of my point. Because when people come at you and they delivered, someone sent me this whole spreadsheet of revenue, and I think it's something that came from the Wrestling Observer.
Konnan, did you send that to Billy too? You had that whole thing of
it was
like they're going to make 89.
It was like WrestleNomics.
89 $89 million, right?
I don't know. I didn't know.
So here's the thing. Half of their money comes from the TV deal, which pays them $45 million a year. Do you understand that the top 12 earners in that company earn $35 million a year, right? That they're
really?
paying.
I didn't know this. You got the we got figures on these guys. Who's the highest paid guy in the company? Give me the top 5.
But the top three are the guys on $5 million, which is Punk, Moxley, and Jericho.
But wait, Jericho's on $5 million now? I thought it was 3. Is that $5 million over the course of the contract, or $5 million a year?
$5 million a year.
Really? That's the wonder. So, bro. Let me tell you, you cannot criticize anything Chris does. He's promoted this company and stuff. And they're getting their money's worth out of this guy. For all the promotion he's done for the company and stuff. So go ahead.
So then you've got underneath that you've got. Let me find a list for 2 seconds here. So we got Mox, Jericho, Punk. They're the top 3. Then you got the next 2 guys. So there is a top 5. It's guys on $5 million and guys on $3 million. Mox, Jericho, and Punk 5. Kenny, Omega, and Daniel Bryan on 3. Then you got the $2 million bracket of Sting, Malachi, Christian, Hangman Page. You got a new
Malachi contract. $2 million.
Oh, Jesus, dude!
What?
They badly. That's it.
Bro, I'm not trying to be a hater, but what has he done that?
Bro, that's the problem.
The reason he got $2 million is because when he was talking to them, he had an offer to come back to WWE, because the way he spoke about his release, WWE were impressed by what the things he said and were going to hire him back. So AEW gave him an extra $500,000. They got Malachi, Christian, Hangman Page. You got a new deal. Adam Cole and the Young Bucks.
$2 million. He doesn't do anything. Well, more power to him. Yeah, go ahead.
Like I said, bro, let me tell you, when I hear these figures, it's like, I don't know how you can argue. It's like, it's a bad thing to say, but how can you not argue against the fact this guy's a money mark? I mean, if you're going to pay these guys that kind of money, dude, you better have some really good creative for these guys. Because right now they're just
there's no way you're getting you're not even getting half of that off of these a lot of these guys. Close. You're not you're not even using him a lot. Right. Bro, yesterday, did you see Dynamite yesterday, Billy?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
Okay, but did you, bro? When they showed the very first time Sting and Darby Allin with the father and son Halloween thing with the makeup thing on, the first thing I thought is, what a waste of time with Sting. They've done absolutely nothing with this guy. Yeah. And Darby, you see him every now and then. It's like he should be on every week doing cool.
All right.
Well, that's the thing.
How much are they paying Darby? How much are they paying Darby?
This is the other thing. All because everybody that's renewing on these deals is renewing now. So if he's there at the beginning, if he didn't sign right at the beginning and he came in slightly after, he's going to renew anytime soon. So he's going to end up getting he'll get 7 figures.
Yeah, he probably will. So he probably isn't making it now because he was one of these early signees. They kind of got probably cheap, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. All these deals are coming up for a renewal, which includes people like Jim Ross, the Young Bucks, Cody, Moxley's coming up soon. So yeah, all of these guys are all coming up. But this is the thing, like guys that had shorter deals like MJF. MJF renewed last year for half of what these 2 million guys are getting. So his deal legitimately does run out in 2024, but he should get something now. Like, I mean, it sounds stupid because
renegotiate it.
Right, because it was Nash and Hall used to do. When things would be going good, they'd go renegotiate their deals to get extensions. Smart. The smart business.
Very smart.
It was hot. They were, hey, let's go. They tie us up for another year. Tie us up for another year after that. That's the way you're supposed to do this. If you're a businessman. The thing is,
if you go a little bit deeper and you add FDR to this, and you add Miro to this, and you add MJF to this,
what happened to Miro?
35 million. Well, he's on a fat contract as well.
What happened to his wife, who he would talk about on every promo? I mean,
when's she coming in? They're not going to bring her in.
She'll probably get 1 million too. But this is the thing. My point is, if you add 6 or 7 more people to it who are getting over 1 million, then suddenly this 45 million that they're getting per year is spent. They're spending it on less than 20 talents when they hire 80. So all of the other 60 people are all being paid without the revenue coming in. So when someone tells me, oh, they're making money or whatever, I know, like you said, they're not supposed to, but come on, he already budgeted to lose 100 million over 5 years. He's now going to lose 100 million in 1 year. That even a billionaire doesn't want to lose that much money.
Yeah. How do you know?
Well, an ROH.
Why would you buy ROH?
I've heard ROH for $40 million for 3 letters.
Bro,
$40 million.
I've heard Konnan, you were talking the stream, but honestly, I looked at that and I looked at this big announcement and I looked at the dirt sheet guys tweeting, oh my God, exclamation points and everything. I said, wait a second. They just, and they're talking about the tape library in the stream. It's wait a second. Nobody watches ROH to begin with. And now you've acquired the tape library of the show that nobody watches. We're seeing that this is I don't get why this is significant.
And Glenn, that's all he got, because when Vince McMahon bought WCW, he got a tape library that people want to watch, because you got all the Starcades on there, all the NWO, Sting, Hogan, all that stuff.
Right.
So there's and all of the trademarks too. They're still making money off the NWO until this day, right?
Bro,
so they got
ECW. Okay, was drawing 2 million people. They were drawing even back then in 95, 96. They were getting a 0.9. Which I think is around 2 million people.
I still think, but
the thing is, Ring of Honor is doing 40,000 right now.
But I still think there's a market. There will always be a market for nostalgia, and I still think, they're not the NWO, they're not WWE, nobody is, but there's still people that want to see matches of Samoa Joe when he was young, and AJ when he was young, and Brian when he was young, all those guys. And let's just say that they're able to overvalue their content, like WWE's done such a great job of doing. They are the example. And let's say the guy got 50 million for the library. Let's just say he already made 10 million. So what does he care? I'm just saying. I think there's some money in that.
Right.
I don't think there's 40 million in it though. And I do feel like some of this is to run the ROH brand because he's overhired. There's too many people. There's too many people not doing anything. So if you can make, if Daniel Bryan or Miro is doing nothing in AEW, or this week, Adam Cole's going to lose on Sunday. So what's Adam Cole going to do next? I know I can go
Billy,
to the ROH.
You know what my problem with that is if he doesn't even know what to do with them on 4 other shows. What's he going to do with Ring of Honor? Now he's got another show he's got to worry about.
Bro,
he's got 4 shows as it is, and really. The only one he's done a good job of, the 4 is Dynamite. The other 3 are throwaways.
Right.
And
could I say,
what's he going to do with ROH?
Could I say one thing?
Not really, but go ahead. Bro, I'm going to apply a gag order after this. You just can't jump in and out.
I know, I'm supposed to be suspended.
He has to be able to speak if he has something relevant to add.
Well,
no, he doesn't.
Don't you think?
No, he doesn't.
Listen,
he doesn't.
If there's
That's untrue.
If Ring of Honor is obviously adding to his plate, you know who's out there that could book Ring of Honor for him that's available now?
Who?
Gabe.
Oh, who gives a rat?
People.
Gabe booked
Ring of Honor fans will though.
Nobody watched it when he was booking anyway. Here's what it is to me. I tweeted this. Okay. Why is everybody getting so excited that Ring of Honor got bought by the Tony Khan bought Ring of Honor? Everybody's like, because we can watch more wrestling content. Like, bro, what wrestling doesn't need now is more content to spread out over the small fan base they have. They got to fix their the shows that are on right now that they just can't get over the hump on. Like, add other bro, they gotta Dynamite's got to fix their problem. They're still their highest rated show was their first one 2.5 years ago. They haven't gotten remotely close back to that mark yet. They have to work on fixing that. Now they got this to deal with. It's like now you're just putting more work on your plate, and it's like I don't know, man. It's just this just seems to me like it's just adding more to what the problems wrestling has as opposed to fixing the problems wrestling has. So that's my take.